Hello Panther Nation, my name is George Kazanis, your Superintendent of Schools, and I'd like to welcome you to the next installment of Conversations with Dr. K. And today I'm going to share with you information about a recently completed demographic study for Midway ISD. It answers the question, where is Midway ISD going to be in 5 to 10 years from now? As superintendent, I'm often asked about, well, how big is Midway ISD? In 2017, the total district population is almost 44,000 people. And that is an over 9% growth since the census was taken in 2010. So in terms of the number of students that are below the age of 19, that percentage has grown 6.4% since 2010. What that means for the school district is that we're growing between 2 and 3% each year over the next 10 years. Since the 2011-12 school year, when we had approximately 7,200 students, in 2016-17 that population grew to almost 7,900 students, which then is about a 9.8% growth, over 700 students. And so we again consider that information that's valuable to know as we plan for growth for our school district. Many of you just simply riding through the district have seen a large number of new housing developments. So let me just share with you what our demographer found out about that. Midway has over 900 lots that are right now available to build upon. There are also nearly 2,800 future lots planned within Midway ISD. And so that then has equated to about 250 to 300 homes, new homes, that are being added within the boundaries of Midway ISD each year. So what does this mean? And so just real quickly, I can just share with you, our demographers have determined, based on historical data, what is the yield in terms of the number of students that we could expect to be students here in Midway ISD. And for multifamily, that is about 0.2 per unit. And so 5 multifamily units then would equal 1 child enrolled in the district. And then for a new home, that is 0.5. So for every 2 homes, we would expect 1 new student to Midway ISD. One of the questions that we're asked often about our enrollment is transfers. And I can just share with you in this particular chart that you're viewing that we do have a number of students that transfer into the district or transfer out of the district. And so that really is almost a wash, if you will. It's equal. We do have a few more students transfer out of the district than transfer in. Many of our students that do transfer in, though, of course, are students of our employees. That has been a long-standing tradition and benefit of our employees to Midway ISD. They're allowed to bring their students to Midway ISD. All right, so now let me share with you, what does all of this mean in terms of a forecast for the next 5 or 10 years? And so for the district, Midway ISD will enroll more than 8,500 students by 2019. We're currently sitting at about 8,050 students at this time. So in terms of a 5-year growth, we're looking at close to 1,300 new students to the district. In 10 years, we're looking at adding over 2,600 students to the district. So in the 27-28 school year, we're looking at over 10,700 students here in Midway ISD. And so we're certainly monitoring each and every campus. Each campus, as you can imagine, has a capacity. And even starting in the 2018-19 school year, we're looking very carefully at capacity levels at Castleman Creek Elementary School as well as South Bosque Elementary School. We do have plans underway in order to accommodate growth at those 2 particular campuses, but we do have to be cognizant of the future, particularly within our 5-year forecast. And in looking out for 5 years, we do see that we need to add as well Hewitt Elementary and Spring Valley Elementary into the mix about schools that will be at capacity or close to capacity in the future. Another question often is about our secondary schools, and so at our middle school, we are currently a little below 1,200 students currently enrolled at that school, but it's projected to continue to grow. And so in doing so, the middle school as well will reach its capacity and surpass its capacity within the next 5 years. Now, Midway High School, currently we're at 2,450 kids. Its capacity is 2,750 kids. And so we don't really reach that until the 24-25 school year. And even in a 10-year forecast, we'll sit possibly just over 3,100 students. And so we will have to make some plans in consideration for that particular growth there at Midway High School. The district already has purchased property and land within the boundaries of the city limits of Hewitt. We have approximately 58 acres off of Ritchie Road next to the Hewitt Water Tower for future growth of the district, as well as about 25 acres on Old Temple Road just up from Warren Park. And in addition to that, we own more than 300 acres in the Spiegelville area. Thank you, Panther Nation, for listening to me about the district's demographic study. If you would like to learn more information about the strategic framework and vision for Midway ISD, please go to midwaymomentum.org.